dalmatians, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. So we're doing our very last companion mission with Asa. So let's not waste any time and jump straight back into it. She's our newest companion, and she's also the last with finishing it. Finished last night's pizza just now. Ooh, what pizza did you have? Never heard of that. But I mean, I also don't eat meat for what? 12 years now or something like that? When did you last time eat meat? As I said, I think even longer than 12 years. 16 years ago or something like that. Long time ago. Long time ago.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin.
Snape. Severus Snape.
I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me here on Cloister. It's not too far and should be safe.
I admire the dedication. I mean, it's quite easy as soon as you get used to it, to be honest. Sounds a little bit weird, but as soon as you're used to it, it's not a big thing anymore. Just, I think the starting is like the most difficult because you just need to find ways on how to substitute things and all that. And I think that's quite hard for a lot of people. To be honest, it wasn't for me that much because when I started not eating meat anymore, I was a typical... Like, I substituted everything with cheese. Everything. Which then made it even harder for me to go vegan, though, because I was like a cheese vegetarian. Wow, Frederick. Animal meat. I know a few vegans that look that they definitely don't get enough nutrients. I think as soon as you go vegetarian or vegan, doesn't really matter. In my personal opinion or my personal view is, I always get my blood checked once a year. And I also know many vegans who do that. Because I literally want to know if I'm still being healthy and if my nutrients are good. And the last time I checked them, my doctor said that they are one of the best she saw, especially my liver. So... that's good. But I do agree, you need to be careful that you get all the nutrients. But it's the same though with an carnivore diet. Even there you need to be very careful on how you eat, because I don't want to bash anything or whatever, but just look at cholesterol, for example. A lot of meat eaters do have very high cholesterol, and then they need to eat differently, so... Also supplements you can take for that stuff. Yeah, I do supplement also a little bit.
You, I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
So this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Unlike Asa, I like to know what's going on before resorting to violence. Explain yourself.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
I think many people would change their dietary restrictions if a professional said they need to do it. Yes. Like for example, if a doctor would tell me that the way I eat currently doesn't fit, I definitely would get suggestions on what I would need to change. For example, I don't eat a lot of nuts. These nuts! You will not make that joke. Yeah, but for example, I don't eat a lot of nuts, even though nuts are quite nutritious. So that's, for example, something that I would change to then afterwards. Wonder how she sees through that veil. She's cool. Anyway, vision. What? The leader of your fanatical cult is untrustworthy? Who could have seen that coming?
I do not appreciate your mockery. This is a true betrayal. One that demands to be paid for in blood. Starting with Acolyte Severin here.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed!
Sentinels!
The target is here!
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
Run for cover, motherfucker.
Capacitor out. Can't believe the exalted leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
Hi Scott, how are you? Still can't believe I got not just you, but one of the raiders too. Yeah, poor Zoe. But I do have to say, maybe Zoe and I had the same problem. We're both German. You know, so some word jokes are even harder for us, you know, so...
We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Let's go get you some answers. What I will do, we are going to the landing pad here, and I definitely need to talk a little bit more with her. Because to the other companions, I definitely talked way more. Hi Mad Max, how are you doing? Being German is a little bit of a debuff. Okay. Kinda mean, kinda true. Torn and bloodied. If only they came in all in the size. Skip drives. Rift sketch. Rift sketch. Rift sketch. Where is Asa? Niles? Asa.
Dagmar. The her.
She looks cool, I gotta
How could she
say.
betray me?
I really like
of
her
all
outfit.
people. The one who recruited me into the Dawn and saved my life. And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn. Was her right hand.
How did she recruit you in the first place?
She was my supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see my heart through the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me.
What did she find in your background that led her to recruiting you?
My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. The paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance.
Maybe they were just trying to help you.
You remember I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's.
It is getting cold outside,
Dagmar
yes.
was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life. A family. Or so I thought.
Yeah, I really like the outfit. Good thing you don't need her anymore since you have me now.
Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have nothing but a purposeless existence. I just can't, and I won't. What are we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done.
Yeah! She gives me Jinx vibes. I have some questions for you.
Such as?
So we're going to just vault into a control center to find Dagmar. Should I be concerned?
Don't worry about the Sentinels. We'll kill them or die gloriously in the attempt. But we should try to survive long enough so that I can make Dagmar pay.
I personally would like to survive long enough to survive.
You may hide your loyalty behind jests, but I know you'll sacrifice yourself if it means helping me. Even if I have to force you to. Such as? What? Sorry. Who exactly?
What do you think of Niles?
Niles' naivete used to wear on me. I mean, how could he still believe in the nonsense he did with everything that happened to him?
Well,
I find her amusing. In a best not to torment her or she'll kill us all kind of way, which I completely respect.
Marisol?
Of course I do. What's not to like? To envy? Her style, her lethality? Oh, she's a professional for architect's sake. I wish I'd known about her department when I was growing up. Even as a child, I know they'd have seen my potential.
Bloody ice rink. Oh, a lot of ice outside for you? Oof, that sucks. Your rain can turn very easily into ice, though.
I used to think he was just a standard arbiter, albeit one with too much power for his own good. Or anyone else's. But the fact that you were able to make him question the very foundation underpinning his personal reality is frankly astonishing. Hope it doesn't diminish his zeal in smashing fools with that ridiculously large hammer of his. Not only does she possess more heart than your standard corporatist flunky, she's a great deal smarter as well. Don't tell her I said so. She's fortunate she ran into you. Otherwise, I've no question she'd have died from her graft, still cluelessly devoted to aunties despite her intelligence. Such as?
Can I
Is
not?
anything worse than my such as?
Okay. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Let's see. Such as. Such an ass! Internal anatomy. Mantipillar. Beep beep. We're here again. Been here for Tristan and now for Arza. Interesting. Arza still lies despite the Kill Order lives despite it. Blah. The incompetence of my so-called cultist leaves me once again humiliated and offering my humblest apologies. To rectify this inexcusable state of affairs, I've sent a cadre of sentinels to extinguish her life using her old friend Acolyte Severine as bait. I must beg one last indulgence if I may. After Arza is dead, I would like Acolyte Severine delivered to my office for debriefing prior to execution.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Oh, child, I think that tram has long since cleared the station.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
She's like little Harley Quinn like also. Maybe let's hold off of the disemboweling talk until we've confronted her in person?
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
We're not here to listen to your pathetic groveling, as Aza wants answers.
The commander's right, though I do love hearing you grovel. Almost as much as I'm going to enjoy your screams.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? But I must say, when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest, I knew you were the perfect candidate.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
Sounds to me like you used Aza because you were too cowardly to do any of this of yourself, Dagmar.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You are always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course and the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Dear, you really must try to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to effectively inflicting pain before eliminating a target. You'll wear yourself out.
It's not helping. Let's table all the killing and torture talk for the moment at least.
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response.
I'm just saying we shouldn't act rashly.
I know of no other way to act.
Noted, let's go. Hey! Oh!
Imbeciles! How did you let Aza get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!
Dude, they're all dead. Just as an FYI.
Form up! They're closing in! Help you? Roofificator at ready. Hostile in proximity.
Huh? Dee 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 dee.
Ah, you're still alive. No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
Let them talk.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
And how exactly was starting a violent cult supposed to save the colony?
The Consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the Consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the Consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Which was when he decided to make Azza the first real cultist.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. Feel free to think on that while I start in on her dissection.
Oh, no, let's talk this through!
She's dead.
I know she betrayed your trust, I'm sorry.
As am I. Our enthusiasm got the better of us. She should have suffered more. It was too quick a death for one who betrayed not only me, but the whole of the Dawn. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
You should disband the Dawn. You don't need them, and they could turn into a threat to you.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
Better than nothing.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
So, I think I could have talked her out. But I didn't. Oopsie. Okay, let's get out of here.
Somebody.
And again, try to unlock that one safe. Still don't understand how to unlock that. Was it Tali? Mass Effect vibes are always welcome. Who gave you Tali Mass Effect vibes? Also upgrades your mining explosives. No. Okay, so that means we've done all the missions from our companions. I know where this here is, the Forbidden Secrets of the Undisputed Claim, so we can do that next. Yeah. Then we'll do the side quests. Or at least some of them. Because some I can't do or can't really finish because I don't know what I'm missing. Where is Aza?
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive, reckless, even.
Do you really plan to lead the cult? You don't have any doubts after what happened?
The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that brought me through this trial, and it is my faith that will restore them. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. What are we standing around, such as?
Okay, kinda doesn't really seem that I can influence her a lot. Hello. So, Aza's weapon now stuns enemies. Aza's weapon deals even more damage. Yes. Oh, nice. Okay. So then let's go to the ACC. ACS. Go down, 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 down by the river. And find the mentioned area. And then I think from the side missions I also don't even have that many anymore. Because a lot of them I can't do because it doesn't get shown on the map. And I do have the rule here that if a mission will not be shown on the map, I won't be doing it because it pisses me off too much. So here.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight?
The note was light on details. What's the predicament?
When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder.
So you want me to blackmail them?
Close. We want you to collect blackmail material from them. Well, 2 out of the 3. We want leverage.
First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Ew,
Head
smiling.
back here when you're done with them 2.
You mentioned 3 persons of interest. Who's the third?
The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a... Anything else? Wonderful. See everybody?
Sure, why the heck not? Here. Beep beep.
Trinicular, arriving any moment now.
Left, purchase, and consume with Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen,
Suspicious character.
Business is concluded. Adieu.
Adieu, not adieu. Adieu.
Get you something?
There was a man here earlier hollering about some special drink.
Yeah, all the yelling. Could listen to that all day, every day. Actually, I'm afraid he stepped away to his office.
Where's that located?
He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me.
Why not?
The drink's quite a hit around here, and it's Melquiades' own proprietary recipe. People would literally kill to find it out.
I bet you probably figured out the Raptidon Bite recipe by now.
If I did, I certainly wouldn't think the boss would share that with me. I mean, actually in fact, I have. We're out of the...
Lots of yapping.
Fewer than 6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heal Loafers and Spectrum Brand.
Ah, there's the office.
I pit our least bankable toss ball team against the Protector's entire roster.
Have a profitable day.
If you're here for Melquiades Alcantara, afraid you're a mite bit late. Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance. Did you know the deceased?
This isn't where you order Raptidon Bite. Sorry, wrong place.
Nice try. That was almost fleetingly convincing. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour?
Aren't all employees disgruntled?
Are you asking the questions now? Thought this worked the other way.
I didn't know Auntie's choice at law enforcement or laws for that matter.
We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark.
Got it.
Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they need to be held accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers.
Am I free to leave?
You're clear to saunter freely. Well, maybe someone over at the bottom runger knows something. But remember, taste more and feel less with Anti-Fizzo's Numb Rum.
Lots of yapping, says the streamer. Hi, doctor. How you doing? And we have a dad joke unlocked.
Auntie, when are you going to have a sale? Dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice. Yeah, Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure
How many apples grow on a tree? All of them. Duh. It was quite a bad one, but to be honest.
Let's confine ourselves to surreptitious glances.
Look who's back.
Your boss is dead. He had any enemies, you know?
I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons. I'll miss his wit.
You've never met her?
The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride.
Well, I didn't, and I crawled through the vent.
Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen. Jean Turpetiler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo Starlings. Win the game. Whenever I see that blue man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain.
What now?
Would like to see the owner.
Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Doherty. Oh.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
Just preparing a toast to a dead man, eh? Using your proprietary recipe.
Why, yes. Yes, I am. Not sure I appreciate your insinuating tone there. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melchija's Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything.
Fingerprints were everywhere, fess up.
As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray.
Honestly, you were really ham-handed about this, but I can make the evidence disappear.
Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Yeah, maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow.
Give me the recipe and plenty of bits, or the corporate investigator hears everything.
Fine, you can have it. But I better not hear one squeak from excessive corporate malfeasance. Here you are. One lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
I will tell on her. She's a bitch. Not the type of bitch I like. Hiccup! Hiccup!
Against a hostile, peril-filled universe.
Hiccup!
You're back. What is it?
Do you pay for information? Because if so, I could solve your case.
Not out of my own personal wages, no. But I do have a slush fund for discretional spending that includes payoffs to informed informants. Not much, but it's something.
Valo Andrews had the recipe components spread out on your desk upstairs.
Certainly sounds rather incriminating. And don't forget, Auntie's Choice Zero-G whiskey.
Thank you.
Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
With Auntie's Choice.
Purple berry product samples! Purple berry product samples!
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
And all new getters on my payroll.
Try one of Auntie's Choice tobacco-laden products, and you'll say
Sample one of our
it's
popular horse
addicting.
products. They're
Close
completely
enough.
edible.
Hey, didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
The first testy, huh? Sounds like an honored guest.
Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing
is worth overdoing completely.
You began to call Auntie a different name there.
Ah, she don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. Huh. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Wouldn't Auntie want you to engage in social activities? You're a long-time pause, right?
Yeah, I've known her since back when I had all my appendages. Imagine me going to a saloon or something. Why, you might come too, even, to chit-chat. Well, I reckon I could do that. With you, I mean. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom runger, to talk.
Input, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it. Fob off!
Fob off!
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
And there won't be a next time. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo!
Live, love, laugh.
Need anything?
Want to know how to make the Raptidon mine?
You learned the recipe? Yes. Tell me and I'll make you one.
Will I tell him?
More's the...
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just conversate?
Yes, but small talk is for small people. People who matter talk about topics that matter.
Oh, right, and I'd add that big talk is for big people who matter. So we don't talk about work matters or our day. Okay then. What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
What's your earliest memory with Auntie?
We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
I can clearly see you know a lot about young Auntie.
Oh, you bet. That musical they made about her? Well, them songs were catchy as hell, but it sure left a lot out.
So what was Auntie Cleo really like back then?
Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of Spacer's Chaw. Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation, not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely.
She doubtlessly regretted leaving you behind.
You think? I'd sure like to think so. Not that I'd want her to feel bad or sad or nothing. Aw, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Expired chum bar? It's truly heartwarming. Or maybe that's just nausea I'm feeling.
She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity. I was her best test subject. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
How's your relationship with Auntie these days?
Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe.
Not many of Auntie Cleo's employees can say they got a letter straight from Auntie Cleo.
You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy.
How did Auntie become Auntie?
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though.
Reckon she stepped on you a few times, didn't she?
Well, you know, kinda. I didn't mind. Much. What's a few steppings on between close personal friends? That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, You ever have this empty, falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
I had a really nice time, almost. You take care.
Yeah, you as well. Me as well. Well, guess I should get back to work. Important job and all. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile in Argos. like, less bad. Maybe good, even.
Did he just say he enjoyed being stepped on? Yes. He did. Do you all do Thanksgiving where you are? No. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Nope. No. We don't.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Hey, everybody, look who it is. All finished?
I met your mystery janitor. His name's Amos. He's an old acquaintance of Auntie.
Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent. You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
One time, Fade and expired chumbar.
Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
What else?
That's everything I have to share.
Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times. Didn't make the drink, or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually, right? Wasn't I just saying? Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt. But he's kind of mean.
Oh, no.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it.
He's in the brig. Do I need to worry about security?
Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such.
How mean are we talking about?
You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I think I hear his voice and I
tired.
Start to run.
Uh-huh. Like, oh, that may you effectuate.
Sure. Moon Man mask. Would you rather have Auntie's or Spacer's Choice? I think if I remember correct, I went more with Spacer's Choice. Because I had the feeling that Spacer's Choice at least somehow wanted to be nice. I am not sure anymore though, I gotta say. Don't remember it too well from the first game.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity.
Stop it! I would if I could. It's not that like I want to do that.
From home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program.
Can't tell the difference between cover and
Whatever size weapon you need to make all your problems past tense.
Where is the Moon Mask Man? Oh, here, quick. Oh my god! Sorry. I'm offline in half an hour anyway. Then you don't have to see me yawn anymore.
Ah, wonderful. More of you.
Welcome to... Please do not taunt the prisoners. I know what I said. We hope...
Hi, buddy.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it.
Foreman said you were so completely unhireable they just threw you in here.
That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so. Got anything else?
Sorry, Peach, no refunds. Looks like the Moscow fuse has shot a few air holes.
You implying I'm suffering from oxygen deprivation? You do know the only thing keeping us breathing on this tub is an air scrubber built by the lowest bidder. Joke's on all of us. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more?
Space has chosen a lousiest team to ever did a tossball stick. Ask anybody.
Really? Name me another team above us in colorful opposing team fatalities. Why, our 32nd back Mordecai Nosebiter Barger ranks #1 in unsportsmanlike conduct. Sure, the other teams exceed in body goals, foot goals, and hand goals, but the Spacers chosen rank where it most counts. Body count. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means. Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want?
You're clearly no friend of Auntie's choice. That makes you interesting.
By that measure, everyone outside Auntie's choice would be interesting. And trust me, nobody's an inkling as captivating as I am. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away.
I want to know what you did to make Auntie so angry and what you want in return.
Appreciate the directness. A simple transaction. None of this self-determinism claptrap. Just two people haggling out a deal. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, regional brand manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man, dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now.
Let me guess, you want to start it being petty right back?
You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, look at me.
Hi, Wesker. How you doing?
Earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say.
And you just happen to have a pre-recorded diatribe on you.
Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. Also wasn't wearing this reeking thing prior to being staged for public ridicule. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just asked the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. Wonderful. Should mention while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few...
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. What is it?
Threllic, thank you so much for the 4 sub gifts. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Canada is considered part of America? No, Canada is part of North America, the continent. This is, in my opinion, just a very, not stupid, but discussion that is difficult to pinpoint because you are talking about slang American, that you can say American in sense of American that is just used for Americans, so the United States, or you're talking about American, the continent. So in my opinion, if you're talking about geographically, then Canada is North America. If you're talking about just American and whatever, then it can speak mostly for the US. So how can I get access to the evidence locker behind you?
Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right. See that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
Hi, Urgy! How are you doing? I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
Can I please get a shot of for Urgy, pretty please? Thank you. Ooh, you are playing Dispatch. How do you like Dispatch? I only heard good things about it so far. Fuck off, Archie. Idiot! This pitch is so damn good. I've played through. Oh, you played through it 3 times already? Wow, okay.
Decide what its subjects get. We respond to what you want through your decisions as Ubers. What's more,
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plundership. This ill-conceived, off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Spacer's choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads. Our workers were beaten down by your rich business and lack of ability. But no hope is better than false hope. I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to beat Daddy someday. It ain't gonna happen. Auntie Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking who...
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's Darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaned Spacer's Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning.
See you in the afterlife. Take care. Big bada boom. Remember that the afterlife only opens at 8 p.m. Man, now I want to play Cyberpunk again. Fuck. I'm so tired.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now.
Thanks. Now what's this big secret of yours?
You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Auntie Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out. Then we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it.
Why didn't you record that onto your audio cartridge instead of your little diatribe?
What I had to say was more important.
Okay.
People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly.
So what's going to happen to Angie once we reconnect with Earth?
This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, law willing, she'll be executed for treason against a legitimate corporation. If I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here leading to success there and such.
Hi VPN, how are you? I also want to play Cyberpunk again. Did you play with Phantom Liberty? I bet you did, right? Rumor is they're working on a sequel to Cyberpunk. Oh man, I would love to.
No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time.
Cool. I didn't actually. I still need to play the DLC. What? Urgently, get the fuck on Cyberpunk. Like seriously, the DLC's almost better than the main game. I don't think it's better, but it's extremely close. I've never seen such a good DLC.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assume that was your doing.
The current power structure of Auntie's Choice seems quasi legal at best.
Wait, what?
You don't remember the hostile takeover? Why would you think you were stuck in Tau City?
No, that was all official. Auntie said there was some real hard bargaining, documents signed in triplicate, and... Maybe I'm remembering apart from the musical.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, you know, contextually.
Hi, Electric Kool-Aid, how are you doing? Exactly, get on Cyberpunk. Yeah, you're not allowed to play any disc pitch anymore before you play Cyberpunk. I said what I said! It's actually not a rumor. They are working on Cyberpunk 2, but it's not expected to release before 2030. We started working on it in 2025. Well, I will not keep my hopes too high, because the release also wasn't that great. Talk like that and you will get killed.
Yeah, Twombly. Maybe we should worry more about them right now?
Let's just allow and forget this ever happened.
Sounds like a tip-top action plan to me. Granted, a call like that's entirely above my pay grade.
We accept your terms. Consider this final payment for services rendered. Never speak about this to anyone.
Oh, you sounded just like an upper middle manager right then, Twombly.
Okay, so let's see. I will not do the collectibles. We can't do this here because my hacking isn't high enough. We can't do this here because my hacking isn't high enough. We can't do this here because it's not shown on my map, and we can't do this here because it's also not shown on my map. This here I really can't do because I also don't know where to go. Let's do this here, studying disruption, and continue there. No, but seriously, you really should play Phantom Liberty. It's such a good DLC. It's so good! And then if I have a new level, I think we can try to talk to the automech again. I will do it before chat pleases me. I mean, punishes me too much. Yes. I want to ride my bicycle. There will be no further punishment without Phantom Liberty. Well, you brought that on your own early. You brought that to you. That's... Boots up the cave. Punishment? What's that supposed to mean? Fun punishment? Ah, I see.
You bring a cultist into my presence? I hope this isn't a sign you've lost your nerve. Or are you planning on removing the cultists from Newton one at a time, like this one here? I was expecting different results.
Well, then it seems today is your lucky day.
The Dawn and Newton have been dealt with. By us.
Care to hear all the bloody particulars?
I don't think the artificial already needs his grisly details also.
Come on, Commander. You never let me talk about viscera.
You saw a problem and followed your own methods to solve it. I can admire that. Here's something for your trouble. If you removed Newton's unsightly blemish, I believe you may be trustworthy. I have reasoned something predicted has come to pass.
Let's hear it.
One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it.
What's the Hyperion reticulum?
The web is an order-crafted network of information collection satellites. Our would-be Protectorate overlords squandered them as glorified surveillance devices. We actually implanted a back door in the web to bring it back under our control, should a circumstance like this arise. But we did not foresee certain Protectorate modifications. But let's not speak of that. Find a way past the Protectorate at the crash site, collect the data, and return it here. Violence is likely, but perhaps you'll find an alternative.
Any idea how I might be able to solve this without violence?
Only theoretically. The Protectorate guarding the site will be anything but welcoming. You'd likely need to find something, or someone, to wrest their attention away from you. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Yay! Level! Woo! Yay! Whoop, 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 whoop. Then I will right now try to get prosperous information. Because this should work now. I hope. I think it was hacking 5. I like it all. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Damn, my fucking headache. It's trying to piss me off. It's getting annoying. Just imagine for once that I don't feel so bad. Be great.
Buy it from me, please.
Shop here to welcome to our. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Scanning. Customer has not transfigured.
Are you sure? Let me open you up. Remove your individual identification array. There.
Cannot ascertain identity of current customer. Purging all vending restrictions. Eliminating one restriction. Vending iceberg-aged whiskey complete. Meals currently.
Thank you.
Garment's here. Come ganderize.
It was way too difficult for a freaking whiskey.
As it happens, standing my friend. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared? Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure. With nothing to live for, the aggrieved captain sent the free market into a suicidal tailspin. The crew attempted to wrest the controls
what is that
from
doing
her
there?
to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set.
Nice. Now I have more than enough, I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared?
I I've received information from multiple sources, but it seems to be contradictory.
That's hardly surprising,
Contradictory.
considering the station's predilection for gossip. So long as you provide us the information, we can parse through it and decide fact from fiction. Are you prepared to present what you have learned? Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end?
A survivor told me it was a vengeful engineer.
So the backstabbing nature of Auntie's choice is hampering even the most basic of command chains. Good to know. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
According to recording, someone other than the captain was trying to stop the nosedive.
Considering the ship's fate, it would appear that try is the operative word in that phrase. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
One of the ship's chief engineers was demoted right before the crash.
Failing to recognize ability? Seems Auntie's choice is forgetting where upward enters into the phrase upward mobility. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
So what did you conclude from what I gave you?
Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
I thought you were compiling a historical report.
I am. If Free Market Station survives the war, this will be a very important historical account. But if the order fails in Arcadia, none of that will matter. I'm just making the most of what you gave me. Oh, I'd be happy to. Anyone willing to further the order's
fancy
aims
glasses,
should be treated as a
yes.
friend in my mind. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again.
Are both arms solely done to two wise? Yes. Currently they are. Currently they are. I can try this here if this works now, but I'm not sure. Because if we can do this, then we don't have a lot of things open to do. Let's do this as last thing. Oh yeah, I'm going to sleep. Taking a nap. In hopes that my headache is gone. Probably not though. This is a very, very, very annoying and persistent headache that I have here. I don't even know if I can do that.
Greetings, one searching for navigation data back to Matriarch's Mercy. No, resolved.
No, it's
Accurate
8.
statement detected. Farewell.
Okay. Then let's go back to the ship. Bring ourselves to paradise and then I'll stop here for today. You tried warm compress on your forehead, or if you would like my grandma have a remedy. No, it's not really, it doesn't have to do anything with a normal headache. It's my shoulders, and my shoulders are very tensed up and it's very annoying. It's started Thursday and it's still going strong, which is annoying, but what can I do? What can I do? It is what it is. Wait, where is the mission? Dude, I don't care. I will also just kill them. So let's go to Paradise Island. What the heck? Might try putting something warm on your shoulder neck. Heat might loosen up the tenseness. I already did that. I even used Pferdesäube. Didn't work. The only annoying thing is it's like my fourth painkiller or something since Thursday. And I don't want it anymore. Not really good for the tummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I got love of my yummy. Oh, wow. Okay, then, before we go there, save here. And then we are done here for today. So to everybody who's currently watching this on YouTube as a video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's part of the Outer Worlds 2. And if you would like to, we do see each other on the next part of it with the side missions. And then we are finally continuing with the main mission. Move on!